Hi, my name is Alec, and this is my website presentation. So I'm just going to dive into the basics about my website. My website is about a popular video game called Borderlands 3, and the website itself lays out some basic information about Borderlands 3 and the characters that you can play as and what the game's about. But the main goal of the website is to get people to subscribe to an email service that includes things such as character builds, helpful tips and tricks when playing the game, and much more information. So my website is tailored towards mostly people who play Borderlands 3 and want to learn more about it. But I also have tailored the website to be user friendly to people who are just starting the game so they can understand it as well. So I intend to reach these two audiences by using the social media platforms Twitter and Reddit. I feel, based on my experience, that a lot of people who play video games and are just kind of fall under that gamer genre tend to use those two social media platforms to discuss video game related content. So I'm going to dive right in to my presentation, or not my presentation, my website, and I'm going to discuss each of my pages. So on the left, I have my index page, and on the right, I have my character page. The index page is really just laying out basic information about the game for people who are new. So that's mostly what it's tailored for. I've also put just the most recent news on there, just so that people can quickly, if they don't have much time, they can just look at that to get an idea of what's new with the game. So that's the index page. The character page is going to list out the 4 characters that each person that a player can play. So there's 4 characters total, and then I put a little description next to them to just kind of describe how they play and what they're about. And then on the far right, I give my thoughts on each character, and this is designed to help new players figure out which character they want to play. Next, I got the patch notes and DLC page. Obviously, video games are being frequently updated and patched, so I was sure to make a page that kept players up to date on that information. And the DLC, that's downloadable content, is what that stands for. So I just list the most, or I'm trying to list all of the DLCs. There's only 2 for the game right now. However, I listed on the far right that according to the roadmap that that the developer came up with, there's going to be 2 more DLCs launching by September. Next, I have the author and subscribe pages. The author page on the left here, that just kind of helps me kind of build a relationship with the people who are looking at the website. I think it's a good way to build kind of a background and build that credibility. And I list my contact information on some of the platforms that I play on. And then obviously, with the goal of my webpage being to get people to subscribe, I have a subscribe page here so they can enter their first, last name, birthday, and email. And then I have a little benefits of subscribing category just so I can have that transparency with the people who are viewing my website and they know what they're signing up for. Obviously, with the subscribe page, I'm going to have a thank you page afterwards that just kind of thanks them for taking the time to subscribe to my email service. So I coded that out on the left here. I did want to include an unsubscribe option. I didn't know how to code that, but I thought it'd be nice just to have in there. And then to get people to my website, I do have a landing page. So just this one on the right here, come check out our Borderlands 3 character guides. And then I have a little bit of information here. Tried to make it a little flashy, just so it could stand out to the reader and entice them to come check out my website. So when coding this, throughout my time coding this, I did run into quite a few challenges. I did have to look a lot of stuff up on the internet to necessarily figure out how to exactly code it and make it do what I wanted it to do. But my biggest challenge was definitely the PHP coding. That was something that I really needed to speak with the professor about pretty often and use the tutor to get some help with. So that was personally my biggest challenge. Obviously, with challenges, you can overcome those, and there will be good things that go well on a project too. So my biggest success, in my opinion, was my organization and layout of the website. I thought I did a very good job on that, and it seemed to come very naturally to me. And that's it. Thank you for taking the time to look at my website. I appreciate it.